Welcome back, my viewers. And doctor, which gender is always highly supposed to get depression?
There is not much gender bias, but females do tend to get depressed because of the hormonal variation during menstruation.
Okay.
Having said that, anybody can be prone to depression.
Yeah.
I don't see much gender bias in depression.
What about
But I think
the
not
more cases
anyone.
in suicide?
See, the thing is that females tend to show their emotions and males tend to screen their emotions.
And
So males, even though they are depressed, they just put up a brave face, whereas females accept it.
Okay.
and the reason as to why I think females can get more depressed than men is because we get so emotional sometimes.
Possible, but it doesn't. I don't think that only females are prone to depression.
And we
Males
work
only
so hard.
screen it. Males only screen it.
We work so hard. You know, you men don't care.
Yeah.
You don't care if something
This is
happens
getting
or not.
personal.
You don't care. Not
No, no,
personal, but you always don't care.
Uh-huh.
It's like, for example, maybe let's say we are dating, and you can come tell me, let's break up. You know, you don't care, but maybe I loved you, I feel emotional, I'll start crying, I won't eat,
I think
I
that's
feel
what-
like now I'm in another world, you hate me, I'm not beautiful. You know, so many things will come into my
I
mind.
think
Maybe I'm not
that's
beautiful.
what Dr. Bharath was saying about ego, whereby now our ego doesn't allow us to do that. Is it right that men have a higher ego than women?
It's true.
It is true.
All of them has, but thing is that, see, first of all, what you have to understand is that men and women, they are equal. How equal? Equal means what? Equal doesn't mean that okay, whatever men do, women also do. No, it's not like
Not
that.
like that.
Men and women are complementary. Okay, the marriage is a unity to make yourself perfect. You are not perfect by yourself. Only when you have a companion, you are perfect.
Yeah.
You see, so you are the masculine part and she is the feminine part. That's how it has to be looked at. Unfortunate thing is that people confuse again here. Actually, when I joined this institute, I used to take management classes in the morning. Actually, professional classes, how to be professional, how to develop a team. I used to take half an hour class on that. In one of those classes, I asked my staff, who is better, men or women? Everybody answered men. You see, and I was like dumbstruck. What the hell, you idiots?
But
No, it's not like that. They are equal because they are complementary to each other. Whatever men cannot do, women does. Whatever women cannot do, men does. Okay? It is a equilibrium relationship. It is not a I am top, you are bottom. No, it's not like that. Okay? That's when egos will come to play. When you think that you are better, that's when the ego comes to play.
Who are at more, as much as we say that maybe depression is likely to affect everyone across the
Equally,
ages.
yeah, everyone
But
equally.
in Kenya, for example, which age is more vulnerable?
Actually, I have not studied it because I treat depression as a hobby, as a goodwill gesture, because I myself suffered from it. So I try to help people to how much ever extent I can help, but I have not studied it actually. But most of the time, most of the patients we received are teenagers.
Okay.
Teenagers.
Yeah.
Maybe it's because of the kind of life, the kind of lifestyle maybe they are living.
Possible
They
because
take weed,
because
they
because
smoke.
what happens is in most of the school education in Kenya happens in boarding schools. Okay, it's not like in India also there are boarding schools, but we tend to be with our parents till the age of at least 15. Maybe that's when we move out.
Some of us are
Some of us are
9
boarding.
years.
You
Yeah.
think that your
I mean,
parents
it's
are
not
so
that
bad.
it's not that India doesn't have boarding schools. Boarding schools are there. Excellent boarding schools are there, but not everybody prefers them. At least till the age of 15, parents tend to educate their children at their locality.
Okay.
Yeah.
What is
In fact, I became a hosteler when I was 16.
Wow.
Till I was 15, I was with my dad. I was going to a school in my locality. I was doing well. Fairly well. I became a doctor.
are you comfortable sharing some bits of your journey of depression and how you got over it?
Yeah, my depression started somewhere when I was finishing my final year MBBS. Okay, what is MBCHB here is MBBS there. Okay, somewhere then it started actually. Then it progressed, but what happened is tragedies happened in my life in quick succession. Okay, first my grandfather passed away, and then within 2 years my father passed away. Then we had a family dispute with my stepmother. So those all things actually pushed me. But I was keeping a just brave front. I was not accepting that I was depressed. I was just putting a brave front. Then I had to forego my postgraduate. I was actually All India ranker in my postgraduation. That is MD exams. I had to leave my seat to take care of my brothers. See, because like there's nobody to take care. I was the bigger brother. I was the elder brother. Okay, I had 2 brothers and a sister. So I had to take care of my family. So I was just doing stuff. Then I got married. I got my brothers and sister married. After that, I don't know what happened to me. I just gave up. So the depression became too much for me to bear, and I went into substance abuse. Okay, and that totally destroyed my life. Okay, and somewhere around 2016 or 17, I realized that I'm in a very deep shit. I'm in a big hole. Now I have to. This is the time to clean up myself. I said, first let me change the place. That's when I got out of India. In fact, in India, I was very successful. Patients used to seek me out. When I just started my practice, patients used to seek me out. I actually, for some reason, I think maybe because of the exams, I was at home. I was not going to the hospital. Patients, they came from another town to see me at my house because they want to be treated by me only, not by others. And I was a junior practitioner. I just started my practice. Okay, patients used to seek me out. Despite having that much talent, the other part of my life, the psychiatric part, the psychology part, I was destroying myself with substance abuse, with drinking, with smoking. I was destroying myself. And I lost money also. In fact, I lost so much of money that will be the earning of some people's lives. Okay, so that's when I got out of that place and I went to Congo first. I worked in Congo for some time. In Congo also I was in depression. Then I left Congo because I fought with the management. Then I came
you were working under someone?
Yeah, I worked for a corporate hospital, and I left that hospital. Then I got another offer from Kenya in Eldoret. I worked with Eldoret Hospital also. So after working in Eldoret Hospital, then I started correcting myself. And the realization of what is ego is the one which actually helped me. That logical thinking is the one which actually showed me what is wrong with me. So once I started correcting it, I became alright.
You accepted yourself.
Yeah.
So that is to
You can't understand.
He went through
No. I was institutionalized also once upon a time. But when I was institutionalized, I was actually complying with the institution authorities to get out faster. See, I am intelligent, so I can fake anything.
Said something that someone, before I told someone that we were going to talk about depression, and he asked me to ask you. I know he's watching.
Okay.
He asked me to ask you, is it like intelligent people are more likely to be affected by depression?
Intelligent quotient for people with depression is usually high. But the problem is, that is what is actually the problem. They know that they are intelligent, they can manipulate. So in that process they cheat themselves. Okay, it was my thinking also. I know that I am intelligent. Okay, I can fake anything. Having said that, whom I am cheating at the end of the day? Myself.
Oh yeah. You can cheat everyone, but you can't cheat. You can't like yourself.
No, you are not cheating anybody. You are cheating yourself. Only thing is that what you are seeing, what you are doing is, for example, if you wear yellow color glasses, you see the whole world yellow.
Yeah.
Okay, so you are just masking yourself and thinking that the whole world is yellow. You take out the glasses of the ego, you see the world as it is, no less, no more.
Does that explain why most cases right now, especially in Kenya, most of the people affected by depression are university students, and most likely if you being in an institution, it's like depression just takes in because you know too much.
Maybe it's because
See, very
of
simple thing. Again, one more thing about this intelligent thing. See, these people who tend to get depressed and who are intelligent, they want to show off that they are intelligent. They have this constant zeal inside them that they want to show off that they are intelligent. It is not required. See, nobody's appreciation is required.
Yeah.
I don't know about India, but in Kenya, when the society discovers that you're intelligent, they likely they put a lot of pressure on you. They expect so much.
It was there with me. You see, I know how much stress I had gone through to become a medical student.
Yeah.
You see, my father was divorced when I was around 15 years of age, and he was in depression. He put his entire hopes on me.
Okay.
Not only my father, my grandfather, even the society. Now that this happened to your father, you should prove it. You should become something better. You should become a doctor, and you should make him happy. That's what everybody used to say. It was overwhelming for me, but I did not express my that overwhelming emotion anytime. I just thought that okay, I'm intelligent, I can deal with it. That is the problem. See, that is the groundwork from where my depression has originated. On recollection, I understand it, but when I was going through, I was just putting a brave front, but inside I was afraid. I was not accepting that I was afraid. You see?
You've said that you were in an institution at some point, and of course the solution was just yourself in the end. There is most of the counselors say that when you feel like you're depressed, it's good to share with people.
Yes.
What do you think about that?
Yes, you have to share your emotions. You should never. I was an introvert for some time, but it doesn't help. That will only add to the pressure. Whenever you are, you have to share.
You know, I was thinking.
See, if you are stressed or if you are traumatized by
what I came to realize sometimes right now the reason as why someone cannot share his or her problems. I might be having something that is making me feel bad. I'm so depressed or stressed, but I can't be able to tell Silas because I know Silas cannot be able to help me. Maybe he will go tell my friends. Maybe he will laugh at me. You know, I cannot be able to share.
Yeah.
I fear that you're going to laugh at me or say sorry, just saying sorry cannot help me.
See, if you think it is very difficult for you to share, write it down. That is also a form of sharing. That will relieve your pressure. In fact, all these things are meditative techniques, nothing. You know, in my view, meditation is nothing but telling yourself, sharing yourself, dispassionately sharing yourself. Okay, when that's what the meditative techniques work. Okay.
Just out of curiosity, and I'm very serious follower of the Indian thing of meditation. I practice sometimes, and it does help in depression. It did help me. What are the circumstances? How should it be conducted? There's someone out there who wants to be in that culture of meditating once in a while. What kind of environment should it be? What time should it be?
Meditation it is very difficult to understand what is meditation, but the simplest way of putting it is putting your entire concentration on something. Okay. That will what then happens is your thoughts gets organized. You tend to see the patterns in your thoughts. Once you tend to see the patterns in your thoughts, you can identify where the pathology is. That's what is meditation. The best way of doing meditation is to read something. Okay. Hearty read will definitely help you. If you are not into reading, start writing it down. Okay.
What about the long walks? Driving long distances with
no, I don't advise driving for people who are in mental stress especially, because you tend to lose yourself in thoughts and that can lead to accidents.
What if you just want to meditate, you're not depressed? Is it like, can you
either read or write? That is the best.
I think writing is the best thing because you can find yourself writing and sharing.
Some people like writing, some people like reading, but the best thing is I say read or write. And one more thing, in reading also, there is a book by name Bhagavad Gita. Okay? You open any page in that book and read it, you will get answer. When you are, when you don't have any answers, when you feel lost, open Bhagavad Gita and read any page, you'll get answer.
Oh, I need that. I need that.
Yeah, ISKCON ISKCON gives it for free. ISKCON is a Indian Hindu society. It's called International Society for Krishna Consciousness. They have a temple in Kisii also. Okay, they distribute this Bhagavad Gita English version for free.
So does it exist as a soft copy?
Yes, it does exist as a soft copy.
I think.
And even simpler way of doing it than Bhagavad Gita is to read that poem.
I actually read. I saw the poem, but I just read and said, "Wow!"
That piece by Vyas is a very motivating and very inspiring poem. When I don't have answer to some question, when I feel depressed, I take it out. That's why I got it framed there. I take it out and I read it 100 times.
I'd like to suggest another.
Yeah.
Desiderata. Please, it's another one. When we come again, I should see it here. It's a good one also.
Yeah.
Okay. I don't know if you've ever seen someone who is depressed. The doctor said that you can either write something or read something. Sometimes when you are depressed, you can even start reciting what you are going through.
Yes.
In terms of poetry, you can even say, "Annie, that's the only way that maybe can make you relieve." You will always think that you are sharing to someone, but in the real sense you are alone and you are saying it loud. And you know, when you say something, you take it out of you.
Yeah, these are all meditative techniques. You see, basically concentrating on something, organizing your thoughts. That is what is meditation.
You know, sometimes you can always feel like screaming. What's going on with you? You scream, "I'm tired of this." You scream and let it out.
Yeah, you have to let those emotions out. All these pent up emotions, they should be out once in a while. That's when you stay normal. See, everybody has all kinds of problems. Okay, we are a collection of bunch of thoughts. Okay, and when some thoughts are stressing us, you have to get them out. We have depressive thoughts, we have excitatory thoughts, we have manic thoughts. All thoughts we have. Everybody has all kinds of emotions. But only when one thing becomes too much, that's when it is the problem. Last time in the last talk also I told you about homeostasis. Homeostasis is maintaining balance. When you have balance of thoughts, you will be good. Okay. When you can focus positively on positive thoughts, you will become successful. And you have to do it consistently every day. That's when you become successful.
I read somewhere that it's good to cry.
Yeah.
When you feel that something is hitting you, just cry and let it out.
Yeah, that's good.
When you cry, you let it go.
Yeah, you let it go. Yeah.
Okay.
Doctor, you're a doctor, and I love us to know the medical approaches, the kind of drugs that are supposed to be used to maybe lower the...
Drugs are not for everybody, but drugs alone is not the answer to the depression. Okay, in manic depression, I usually prefer sodium valproate, but the problem with sodium valproate is patient has to take it continuously. If we think that patient cannot take that particular divalproate sodium continuously, then we give mood elevators. Okay, they are benzodiazepines. Again, the problem with benzodiazepines is that if the patient has got the habit of drinking, we don't prefer them. And actually, people who are substance abused, we don't prefer giving drugs to them. We want to first detox them and get them away from the drinking habit or whatever substance habit.
How long can it take to get out of depression?
It depends upon the patient complaints. You see, the more intelligent and more manipulative the patient is, the longer it takes.
Guys, if you're intelligent,
you should accept yourself.
First, you have to accept that there is something wrong with you. And unless you accept that, it doesn't happen. Okay.
So it's a variable. It doesn't say that maybe we are going to treat you for 30 days and you'll be okay in 3 months.
No. It's not like that. First, most important, the first step towards cure from depression is to, first of all, accept that you have a problem. Okay.
It's like going to a rehab. You know, you can go to a rehab so that you can change, but you can. There is a possibility that you can get out of a rehab when you're not okay, still okay.
Yeah.
Someone can pretend, yes, I'm okay now, I've changed. Then
Yeah, it is
when
very easy to
goes out,
manipulate.
yeah.
Actually, for people with depression and for people with this bipolar illnesses, people who are having substance abuses, the most difficult thing for them to leave is their ego, rather than to comply with the therapy. Complying with the therapy is very easy for them. They just manipulate. In fact, I remember when I was in the psychiatric hold, I used to excel at everything because I want to show off that I am intelligent. Even in the tests that they have conducted, I used to come first.
At the age of
And actually, that was the mistake. See, that was the mistake of mine. The urge to prove myself, the urge to prove myself to the society, but not to me.
on the same about expectations and intelligence, and on people on their early 20s they want to find themselves, find where they can settle from, and this leads to a lot of pressure on them. What is the best advice for these young people who sometimes feel like they are tired figuring out their life and they feel like time is running out? There's a lot of things that are happening right now, a lot of pressure from social media. You just see your friend 24 years.
Actually, you people are much lucky when compared to India. Okay, especially in middle class families in India. Because I was from a well-to-do family, but even me, I suffered from it. Especially in the middle class families, there's a lot of pressure on the kids nowadays. You see, unless you become a doctor or engineer, you are useless.
In India.
Yeah, that's how the mentality of the parents
I
is.
always see many doctors from India.
I think
Medical students, a lot of medical students are from India. I always ask myself,
is that the reason? Is that mentality that you should be in a white collar job?
Yes.
wow.
And so if you so there's
Nowadays it is medicine. If it is engineering, it has to be IIT. Okay, Indian Institute of Technology. It was started by our first Prime Minister Jawaharlal Nehru. One of the most premier institutes. You see in Silicon Valley, most of the engineers, most of the entrepreneurs, they are all from IIT. If you join those first 7 IIT, there are many IITs now, but there are 7 of them which were started first. They are like the diamonds. If you join the IIT, you are settled for life. That's what is the mentality of the parents. Actually, it is true because IIT is a very tough, very competitive. It's one of the most toughest exam you can face in entire world.
Wow.
You see, people who get into Harvard, people who get into Caltech, those students also cannot crack IIT exams.
Oh, so
Now
still.
So this because of this competitive mentality is the reason why people are getting depressed.
Now I haven't become an engineer, a millionaire, or a doctor. How am I supposed to? Because most likely I'm going to sink into depression because I feel like I failed myself.
No, it's not.
How are we supposed to
It's
handle
not
this?
Becoming a doctor is not a this thing, messianic thing or something, but it's one of the most noble professions. Actually, the internal medicine. My subject is internal medicine. I specialize in it. Internal medicine is the one which actually cures me because it's the most logical. There are no assumptions in medicine. Everything is logical. So I started applying the techniques of understanding medicine to myself. That's when I got better.
Still,
You should not be depressed. You are too young.
Yes, the fact that we 20-year-olds are feeling time is running out.
Life starts at 40. Life starts at 40.
Honestly, I have a lot of friends. I'm still a university student, and I know a lot of people are in depression and feeling like this course maybe is useless, or maybe it's too taxing, or there are no jobs, and someone is just running out of their minds.
No, it's not
How
like
do
that.
we control that?
See, very simple thing. What the most important thing is sincerity. Whatever you do it so sincerely. Be brutally honest to yourself. Okay? Brutally honest to yourself. Brutally be sincere. You will excel at it. I was telling you, getting birth as a poor man is not something wrong, but dying poor is a sin. Okay? If you are sincere, if you are hardworking, if you are sincere, if you are hardworking to the core, you will succeed and you will be rich. And actually, this also I read it from Bhagavad Gita. Okay, if you are honest and sincere, there is no way that you will fail. If you fail, that is again your problem. Maybe you failed somewhere.
A German philosopher, Schopenhauer, he says that you should find happiness in even your suffering. When you're working hard,
Working hard is not suffering.
No, but
sometimes
suffering with the
you can start a business and it fails, and you want to start again.
See, nothing fails when you are sincere. Have that firm belief in
Yourself
yourself.
and failed.
No, if you are hardworking, if you are sincere, if you are logical to the core, you will never fail.
Okay,
And get
in
rid
the
of
end
that-
you will succeed.
No,
But there are little failures here.
no, it will not happen.
And what do we call that, whereby something just didn't work out and you have to do it another way? What do you call that?
You know, business can fail if maybe you've eaten the stock.
See, if, for example, I am doing a form of business. Of course, this is a service, but at the end of the day, I am doing it for money because I am in private sector.
Yeah.
Okay, whatever the target was given by my boss, I always went past it.
Yeah.
I never underdid it.
Yeah.
So
My boss stopped giving me targets because he came to understand that whatever target he gives me, I'll break it.
So do you want to say that there is no excuse for failure?
You will fail only when you do something wrong. See, life is very logical. It's so logical. For example, if you are given 5 numbers, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay?
Yes.
You are expected to add only 2 numbers at a time, and you are expected to get a result of 5. Okay? What will you do?
Just
Repeat the numbers.
You are given 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 numbers.
5.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay? You are asked to get a result of 5 by adding only 2 numbers. You can only do addition and you can use only 2 numbers at a time.
Yeah.
So what do you do?
4 plus 1 is 5.
Yeah.
3 plus 2 is 5.
Yeah.
1 plus 4
Is 4.
is 5.
Yeah.
Yes.
And 4 plus 1 is 5. Okay. There are 4 ways of doing it. 2 plus 3, 3 plus 2. 1 plus 4, 4 plus 1.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
life
life is like that. Okay. These 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 are your resources.
Yeah.
Okay. Adding using only 2 numbers at a time is a social condition. Only doing addition is another social condition.
Yeah.
5 is your goal. When you reach 5, you are victorious. Okay. The problem with us is you will add 5 plus 1. You will say I got 6. I got more than what you wanted, but that is not is asked.
Yeah.
What is asked is 5.
Yes.
that's enlightening.
And sometimes we also rationalize like this. We add only 3 plus 1. We get 4. But you say I followed all the procedure.
Yeah.
But nobody is bothered about that. Whether you got 5 or not. That is what is the victory.
Yeah.
Okay, I did this, I did that, nothing matters. What matters is have you done the right thing. Nothing less, nothing more.
I think we've come to an end of the show.
Yeah.
Yeah, but before we end the show,
Okay.
what's that one word you have for people who are depressed out here?
First accept. Break your ego. Don't be so attached to ego. In fact, don't be attached to anything. Okay?
Yes.
Take things for what they are. Nothing less, nothing more. Actually, that is the whole gist of Bhagavad Gita.
Yeah.
It's a very excellent management book. You see, even in top class universities such as AILS, okay, London School of Business, these kind of institutes also, Bhagavad Gita is their part of their reading.
Okay.
It's an excellent management book. It should not be taken as from the point of mythology or philosophy. It should be taken as a management book. It can not only help you to manage your own life, but you can even run a company when you know Bhagavad Gita. Yeah.
I will take the details of the book immediately when we are done.
Yeah.
Yeah, because some of us are readers and
Yeah.
we like getting new information.
Yeah.
Anyway, he loves reading.
Yes.
I'm a philosopher, future
Ah.
philosopher.
By the way, you write so much.
Yeah, you write so much.
Yes.
Yeah.
Actually, that's how I got out of depression.
Yes.
Writing
Right.
and writing.
Right.
Sometimes people judge, they say, no, that's too honest. But you know, that's how you get out of it.
Sometimes
I
people
used to write every year for my birthday one essay. that was a habit of mine. Actually, that's what actually kept me sane. When I was doing my MBBS, every year for my birthday, I used to write an excellent essay. I used to call it Discovery of Life, and I stopped doing it in my final year. That's when I went into depression.
You guys, you have to write or read to get out of this thing called depression. Or speak it out.
Yeah.
Don't just keep it to yourself.
Okay.
Just put it somewhere.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay guys, thank you for watching this video, and smash that like button, subscribe, and keep watching, and we'll come back.
And don't forget to press like.
Yeah.
Don't
Thank you
forget.
so much.
Yeah.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.